In this video, we'll look into Execute SQL Task. Let us name this package my test package. Wow. Okay, let us drag this Execute SQL Task onto the control flow statement. Now, double click this. We have to give a connection manager. So here I have this stock. This is my server name, and this is my database name, SQL Basics, and I got these tables here. So here we are in this product table. We are trying to insert one more row, 3C30. So if I go back to the Visual Studio, I give the connection manager a new connection. If this is not there, then what we can do is create a new, and the server name I can copy it from here and right click and then properties and then copy this and then paste it here, and it is Windows authentication and database name is SQL Basics. Test connection succeeded. Okay, here I had to give the SQL statement. So my statement would be insert into SQL basics.dbo.product values 3C30. So there are currently 2 rows here. We are adding one more row. Copy that and give it in the SQL statement here, and result set is done because it's just inserting into the table. So if I say OK now, execute this, succeeded. The package execution completed with success. So if I go to the table now and check here, so that record has been inserted. So that's how you can use the Execute SQL task. Now let us return a single value from Execute SQL task. Drag the Execute SQL task, and in the table have these records. Select star from SQL basics.dbo.marks. We have these marks and the highest mark is 90 here. So we'll return this value. To get this value, we'll use this query, select top 1 marks from SQL basics.dbo.marks, order by marks descending. So that is the value we are going to, that is the query we are going to use here. And if I go to Visual Studio, double click Execute SQL Task, connection, we are giving this server and this database SQL Basics, and the SQL statement, select top 1 marks from SQL basics.dbo.marks, order by marks descending. That should return 90. And let's check the variables. The window variables is a marks variable. So let me delete this and then recreate it again. So here you can add a variable like this, add variable, name it, it as marks, scope is package, and data type I'm taking it as integer, initializing it to 0. So this is the variable we have created. So double click this execute SQL task, come to the result set. So we are returning a single row here. The result set will add the first value that is returned. Can give it as the name as 0. That means the very first value that is returned, and user variable marks which we have created. So that value will be returned to the variable marks. Okay. Now to show that value return, I use the script task. I'll connect that script task to this Execute SQL task. Double click script task and I'm going to change it to Visual Basic. Read only variables. So the variable we have created, the marks variable. So select that marks variable and edit script. So once this window opens up, we can write the code for this to show it in a message box. Here we can add our code here. I'm here creating dim marks as string because we have to show it in a message box. Bring it as a string marks equal to dts dot variables of mere ks dot value dot to string here message box of mere. Now save it, close it. Okay. Now here and execute. So it has returned 90. So that's how you can return a value from Execute SQL. Now we'll look into track the Execute SQL task. Now there is a table here, marks. So we can use this query, execute. So these are the marks that are there. Select top one marks from SQL basic.dbo.marks, order by marks, descending. That will be 90. So we'll give this in the expression. Double click execute SQL. This is a connection, and in the SQL statement we'll give it as sending. We'll give it as sending. So if it is ascending, then it should be 60. Now if I drag the script task and some result set should be single row, add result name should be 0. We're sending it to marks. The script task, I'll change it to Visual Basic. Read only variable, the marks variable, edit script. So in the edit script, we'll show it in the code and the message box. Dim str as string, str equal to ets dot variables of marks dot value dot toString. Because it's already a string, there is no need for us to change it to the message box str. Save this. Now if I execute this, showed me 60 because we said it ascending, so it gave us 60. If it is descending, then it will give us 90. So here in the Execute SQL task, so this is this query is showing us ascending ASC here. So it gave 60, the result. So here I am giving the expression. The SQL statement is same, I am not changing there. Here the SQL statement is same. In the expressions, I am taking this SQL statement source and I am giving it as descending. Evaluate expression on by marks descending. So in the expression I am saying it is marks descending. In the statement I have just given it as ascending. Now if I go and execute this, it's showing 90. So whatever you give in the expression, that will be valid, and if you are not giving any expression, then the SQL statement which you give in the SQL statement column will be valid. If you are giving an expression here, you can see the effects. That means this Execute SQL has got an expression. That's how you can use an expression. If you like the video, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button. For notifications on upcoming videos, please click on the bell icon.